Welcome and thank you for tuning in to ThinkTech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress. Now, on ThinkTech, we look for the next big thing. And guess what? Today we have the biggest thing of all, Microsoft on the show. With us today is Noelle Neverdon. She's the store manager for the new Microsoft store in Ala Moana. And thank you for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me, Attila. Thank you.
We really appreciate it. And one of the first things we want to talk about is your store. So tell me, where's the store and what's it all about?
The store is on the main level in the Macy's wing, right next door to Bath & Body Works. And what it's all about is the best place for the best choice, value, and service. We have complimentary answers desk appointments. They're able to bring their computers in, get them refreshed, get the bugs out, antivirus checks. We're able to provide different solutions. If you've lost your data, we can do data migrations. We can do heavy level recovery. If you need, we can do upgrades for you. We can work on any computer software, and we can do everything in terms of hardware for PCs. And we also have everything for gaming, entertainment, your mobile solutions, tablets,
So
all in
all
one.
things Microsoft.
Everything.
All things Microsoft. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a Microsoft fan right here. I got a little Microsoft logo on my shirt.
Awesome,
And,
well done.
So I like it, and you have it too, and you're dressed in red for the season, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm guessing we have some really cool stuff to talk about for
Absolutely.
the season. So what's new for December? I see you have a nice Surface tablet here now.
Yes, this is the Surface 2.
Now this is actually it's a pretty large device, but it's pretty light. Do
It's
you mind
very
if I
light.
touch it? Is
Sure,
it-
go
yeah.
right ahead. It's just under 3 pounds, and it's 11-inch screen, and it's got a 1080 true high definition display.
True high definition.
Yes, there is no air between the screen and the glass, so your optic nerves have a nice clean experience, and they're not bouncing around with air in between.
No air in between the screen. Okay, and it seems kind of light. And I kind of like the size. The aspect ratio looks a little bit different compared to some other tablets. So this looks more like a piece of paper than I would guess. And I can kind of hold it with one hand too. That's kind of a
sure
nice
can.
nice feature. So I can point to it and say, "Here's my business presentation." This
You can
is
also
neat.
project on larger screens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, you would use the HDMI cable, so it's right here.
Also
Off to the side, it also has a USB port at a 3.0, and you can project on very, very large screens, and it will maintain the true high definition presentation.
of the 1080p. And so this is the Surface Pro 2, right?
This is Surface 2. This comes with Office built in. This model here is a 32 gig. We have it up to 128. And then you also have a micro SD card underneath on the bottom, so you can add more storage if you need. But we also give 7 gigs of permanent Skydrive storage when you buy any device with us. So you can store everything on the cloud and keep it very minimal.
7 gigs. Skydrive for the longest time was 5, so they've upped it now, 7 gigs.
Yes, you get 7.
And now, what's the difference between the Surface 1 and the Surface 2?
Well, the difference is you're going to get a second setting on the kickstand. So if you're laying down in bed working at 3 a.m. like I do sometimes, you can have a nicer viewing experience. Or if you're truly working on your lap, whether in your airport or outdoors at the park, it's a little more stable for you. The biggest benefit for the second kickstand setting is for very tall people. If you're over 5'8", it's not going to be a great experience for you. So this makes it a better viewing angle for very tall people.
So Surface 2, if you're a tall person, the kickstand is better. I'm guessing there's something different about the display, or is the battery life longer with the new
Battery
version?
life is about 3 hours longer. You're going to get louder volume, and then the biggest difference is the display from 720 to 1080.
Oh, okay, 720 to 1080. And the battery life, how long is the battery life typically on these things?
You're going to get a full day of use out of this, so 8 to 10 hours, closer to 10 hours with Surface 2. Depending if you're running, because you can run multiple programs, split screen, and have more programs running in the background. So it's really depending on your use, but at least 8 hours.
Could I, because one of the things I like to do is I like 2 screens. So if I plug in a second screen to this, can I do a split screen type of situation, or?
You could. You can also split the screen on the display here. So if you're running it off a bigger monitor, you can snap up to 4 other screens at the same time. But on here, you can have 2.
Oh, look at you. Minority Report style. We'll get you online during the break. But yeah, so you can split the screen into two different things, and then but you're kind of squinting. I like the way I see it, this is something that could replace the computer desktop at home. I mean, isn't that kind of the point? So that you could take your desktop with you. I mean, I don't have a desktop at home. I don't know if any of our viewers do anymore. Maybe they do, but they probably have tablets, they have laptops, if they're doing it. But even at our home, I mean, the kids love the tablets. Is this good for kids? Can this withstand my 4-year-old's beating?
It's fantastic for kids. I have 2 children, a man-child and a 10-year-old.
Man-child and a 10-year-old. Okay, so
my lovely husband, who's
extremely
extremely clumsy, he broke 2 smartphones in one day and 1 cup of soda. So if the Surface 2 stands up just fine to him, I think it'll last just fine for anybody. It's very, very, very durable, and we have a wonderful insurance program where it covers everything. So if the customer buys a complete program, then they get unlimited training along with that coverage, and if they drop it, break it, crack it, spill something on it, it's a $49 deductible, and we get you in a new device, and you have 2 years for that.
Wow, that's the best $50 you could spend.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good investment.
So I haven't brought a price yet, but I'm guessing that's probably what most people ask, is say, oh, this sounds great, but it must be like thousands of dollars, right?
No, it would be worth thousands of dollars, but it starts at just $449. So you can add keyboards are not included, but we have those wonderful bundles that start at $199, where you can get an app card, a case, your keyboard, screen protector, and insurance and unlimited training for just an additional $199. And the devices themselves start at $449 and go up from there depending on how many gigs you need.
Now, I'm not going to say this to you. I'm going to say this to the camera, so that way you're cut out of the conversation. I don't know about you, but the starting price on the iPads is $479, so this is a little bit cheaper, and it sounds like a better deal. So, okay, back to you.
And don't forget the USB port and splitting the screen and the kickstand.
Well, I was trying to keep you out of the comparison conversation to save you there. But yes, you are correct. The kickstand is a nice feature. I really like that. And the USB, that's so that if you have someone hands you like, here's my file, just print it or whatever. You can just do that. Now, this is running Windows 8, so I'm guessing it supports all the printers and networking devices that you're used to seeing. And because this is Windows 8, we still get the desktop, right?
We sure do. So the desktop is right over
like a Windows desktop, right?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
And you can move things around. A little shortcut is you put anything in the top left corner when you hit enter on your keyboard, which I don't have with me today, but you don't need a keyboard to make it run. It's totally up to you. You have your desktop here.
Yeah, I'm a tech guy, so I use a lot of stuff. Oh, I see you guys. Oh, this is 8.1, right?
This is 8.1,
okay,
and the start button is back.
Is back, yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, you can use a keyboard, or you can say that there's a keyboard available for this thing all day long. If you use it for more than 45 minutes, you're going to get a migraine. There's just no way around it. It's way better to just hold it up and use the on-screen keyboard. Forget it. You don't need a keyboard. And I got to be honest, the keyboard that you guys have, it's nice, but it doesn't have that pushback like a real keyboard does.
Type Cover 2 does.
It does?
And it's also backlit.
So is that a new product now?
It's a new one. It comes in pink and blue and purple and the classic black.
So what is the, because I've seen the original ones for the original Surface, and I used those, and it was kind of like tapping on this piece of paper. It was It was a
Takes some
keyboard.
getting used to. Yeah, it's a matter of preference. But with the new Type Cover 2,
it has
it's very thin. It's just a little bit thicker than the touch cover, and it has true lifting and lowering keys.
Really?
And the keys are silent, so you're not gonna, if you're heavy-handed like I am, you're not going to bother the person working next to you. It's very, very quiet.
Or hubby, he's got his soda. He's like, "Whoa, you're typing too loud." Wow. All right. See, those were the jokes that they warned you about before we went on the air.
Okay.
I like to bug people. So that is very cool. You said you got 8.1. And what's the storage capacity on this? 16, 32, you said?
This one's got 32, but you can add as much more as you want, and we offer 32 and 64 and 128 cards in the store.
But you can just get these cards anywhere and you just plop it in, and then you have more space. Now, who's buying this? Would you say it's families or more business professionals?
Well, who isn't buying this is the question.
Well, I see a lot of business professionals with the Surface, the original Surface. So I don't know about the Surface 2.
Well, the difference between the two is with Surface 2, like I was saying, you have a brighter display, longer battery life, more volume to it. Surface 2 and Surface 1 is built in with Office. So the student, the light computer user, Panos Panay is a creator of Surface. In his words, if you're not doing, heavy editing or movie making or working from home, the Surface 2 is just fine for you. That's the differentiator with Surface and Surface Pro. If you don't have to VPN in and do some, heavy PC games or big time editing, the Surface 2 is just fine for anybody.
Okay, I want to talk about the Pro, but we do have to go to a break here real quick. So with us today is Noelle Neverdon. She's the store manager for the new Microsoft store here in Ala Moana in Honolulu. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
We want to thank our underwriters.
Hawaiian Electric Company and its affiliates Maui Electric on Maui and Hawaii Electric Light Company on Hawaii Island are deeply committed to the communities they serve.
Galen Ho is a senior executive of BAE Systems, a global defense, security, and aerospace company.
The High-Tech Development Corporation, the state's leading technology agency, attached to the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism.
Castle and Cook Hawaii, with a time-honored legacy that spans more than 160 years and revolves around its mission of investing in Hawaii, creating communities, and providing for the needs of our state.
Hawaii Gas, formerly the Gas Company, a proponent of the Liquefied Natural Gas Initiative, helping Hawaii achieve its transition to clean energy and a better energy future.
Collateral Analytics, a Hawaii-based tech company empowering the real estate industry with greater and faster access to the tools and data they need to make better informed property investment decisions.
I'm Nicole Horry. Thanks so much for joining us on ThinkTech.
I'm Maria Kashem. See you next time.
We're back, and thank you for tuning in to ThinkTech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress. With us today is Noelle Neverdon, and she's the store manager for the new Microsoft store here in Ala Moana in beautiful Honolulu. Those of you tuning in from out of state, wish you were here. Come on by and visit. But thanks for joining us in the show. And we were talking about the Surface. The Surface is very cool and fun, but it's a part of a bigger thing that's going on there in Ala Moana. So you mentioned at the beginning of the show that the store is kind of this one-stop shop for everything Microsoft, right? What's different about the store? Why don't we slowly go through the different parts of the store, how it's laid out, and what the shopping experience is like there versus going somewhere else.
Okay. Well, I mean, something very unique about our Microsoft store is that it's very approachable. It's very warm. It's very comfortable. There are places to sit anywhere you want to, pull up a seat and check out a device.
Free Wi-Fi?
Free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Absolutely. There are no limitations on the devices. There's no, they're not locked down. You're not timed out after a certain time. We want you to have a very organic, natural experience with the devices and be comfortable and feel right at home. When you walk in, you'll also see a giant 75-inch smart TV with Xbox One, so you can check out the different features, take a tour on Forza, have some fun, crash some cars. There's also a very, very interesting video wall that spans around the entire circumference of the store, telling you what the weather is, what time it is, what's the date, in case you forget, like I do from time to time. It
December
gives you.
6th.
Thank you so much.
It's Friday. Yes.
Thank God.
See?
So
that's what's great about having a Friday show. Everyone's always so happy. They're like, yes, the week is over.
Yep. So in addition to that, you'll also catch different snippets in the Experience Center. So above the Windows Phones, you'll see some footage and some commercials about Windows Phone. Above the all-in-ones, you'll see some commercials about different programs and how to use Fresh Paint and how to use Office. We have workshops 3 times a day. We have the answers desk where you can come in and ask a question. Our customers are always top priority. When they come in for appointments or trainings, we offer them a coffee or a tea or a juice. There's 4 other game stations for the kids to play, so it's really a home away from home and definitely a destination store for families.
Wow. Juice, huh? Mm-hmm. Half of your equipment would be gone around my kids. I got a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and those two, the juice just does this and then it flies.
Well, we have Microsoft sippy cups we can give them.
Sippy cups?
Yes.
I'm going to come see you for a sippy cup. This is great news. All right, so tea and coffee, sit down, you get your classes, and that's all about creating this new image for Microsoft, right? Because the stores are a fairly new thing, right?
The store's about 4 years old. You know, we're quickly becoming the new face of Microsoft, and we do our best every day, of course, to make Mr. Gates proud. And also another part.
You know he's not with Microsoft anymore, right?
He still owns Microsoft.
Does he?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'll take your word for it.
in the spirit, and mentioning him in the spirit of philanthropy, the community is a big focus with the store. So we invite community organizations to come in, we feed them, we give the kids pizza, we teach them stuff, we do some movie making activities, we have summer camps for children on vacation. We also go out to different community organizations and give our time, and Microsoft matches every hour that we spend of our own time with $17 per hour for the charity.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good paying job for doing charity work.
Absolutely.
That's very good.
Yeah.
So the idea is to get out there into the community, do some good, show the products and services and how they can benefit people.
Yeah.
And to me, it seems like you guys are doing more than maybe your competition in terms of doing that community outreach portion.
I would agree. It's not something we do just to check it off our, job requirements. It's part of our culture. It's part of what we do every month, every week.
Well, that's part of being, one of the world's richest companies is that you can now afford to give back, which is great. We talked about the store, about the experience that people have in the store. We talked about this great Surface. I want to talk more about it, but I think we should move on to some other products. Maybe we can talk after the show, because I'm really interested in the Surface. I love it. And I think a lot of our viewers are, too. I think it's a very cool product. Now, the other thing that I've been really eyeballing, the moment I saw the commercial for a 41 megapixel phone, I thought of my kids running by, because they do. That's all they do. They're just moving. And then the dog's following the kid, and that one's also moving. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could actually get a picture of them? And by the time I get the phone out and put it on action view and then find a battery for it because the battery's dead, the moment's over, it's all gone. And so what I really wanted is a great phone that could actually do a decent job of taking pictures. And it sounds to me like Microsoft's got it. Now, I've been a little hesitant about the Microsoft operating system in terms of a mobile operating system. I used what did I use? The Mobile Pro for years, and then eventually just moved over to Android because they have more support in terms of apps and that kind of stuff. Now, it seems to me like the marketplace for is it called the marketplace for the Windows apps? For
It
the
would
mobile
be
apps?
we have Windows Store, and then
Windows
we have
Store.
the Windows Phone is the operating system.
Yeah, it's so the Windows, but the actual Windows online place to purchase games and apps and stuff
Windows
like that.
Store.
The Windows Store, it's growing, right? It's
yes,
it's
yes.
number 3 now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're adding almost 10,000 applications every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's smart for developers, because if you're an app developer and you say, okay, I'm going to write this for iOS, you're tied into Objective-C, right, or some sort of web-based platform. If you jump into Android, right, then you have to write in Eclipse or something else. That's proprietary. But if you write something for Xbox One or any of the Xbox platforms or any of the Windows platforms, you can port it directly without having to rewrite your entire set of code right onto your mobile phone. So I think that's a smart move on Microsoft's part. So what's your favorite app
Oh my gosh.
for this?
Blink would be one of my favorites, speaking to your point, because the kids are running. They can't just walk somewhere. They have to rush and jump
Yes.
and run and fling themselves. So when you use Blink, it catches about 24 instant shots. It goes, and then you can pick the shot that you like the best,
Oh,
and then you
okay.
can edit it, you can crop it. There's also Nokia Smart Cam, where you can blur the background, or you can edit something out of the picture. There's countless applications, but really the zoom on this camera is phenomenal. You can go to your kids' recitals or plays or student of the month assemblies, and you can sit anywhere, and you don't have to fight over a seat or block someone else's shot. You can sit wherever you want, take a great picture, double tap and zoom in, and still get a crystal clear picture like you're in the front row.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you get into higher density megapixels, would you agree that the big advantage is the lighting, right? So that's where you're going to see. So as soon as I saw this, I said, I'm going online. I'm going to figure out everything about this phone. And they had a lot of comparisons. You can see it even on the Nokia website and also on YouTube, where they have they'll take a video of a low light concert, right, with an iPhone, and then they'll do it with the Lumia, and it's a world of difference. Just the low light situations, you can capture that. How is it about shutter speed in terms of actually getting a picture? That's That's right. You can take pictures all you like. It's fine. But you know, you probably have you know, how's the shutter speed? You know, if you're trying to get your kid running by with the dog, can it actually get that picture, or do you have to take 50 pictures and then choose the one?
No, it can. That's just one option. With Blink, it will capture the picture. It will get it crisp and clear. It's not going to come out blurry. And then you can set the lighting before you take the shot, or you can edit it after you take the shot. It's really your choice. And with the camera grip option, you can keep it safe on your wrist when you're traveling, and then just one push of a button opens the camera. So you don't have to be like, where's the camera?
Oh, I see. So that's an additional. It looks like a case. Is that a battery in there?
Yeah,
Or what's it?
It is. It adds another 3 hours of battery life to your phone.
Wow.
So this is, if you're traveling, if you're going to be taking a lot of pictures, the camera grip case is a very, very good choice. And then here's where you can change the lighting.
You're showing me, but maybe we should show the camera, because that looks very cool. So you can adjust the lighting. Yeah. So it's more of a, if you're a photo enthusiast, you can really start taking some decent pictures by adjusting the lighting in your surrounding area. Huh?
Yep. So for bright light outdoors, low light nighttime.
You know, it's funny. I think for a Halloween episode, I showed an app which it brought up. So if you wanted to catch ghosts, you could change the lighting on your phone's camera, and you could find the ghost with it. Now this phone, it looks like yours is yellow, which looks cool. But if you don't want to look like a French fry fanatic, you have other colors too, right? It's red and black.
For the 1020, it comes in the neon yellow, black, and white. And then the camera cases come in black and white. So my favorite is the white because it just looks sleek and very clean and very nice. And then the camera lens, is all in classic black.
Oh, and you have that's a big flash too. Wow, look at the size of that flash. Mind if I hold this up here?
Sure.
Put it next to my face, yeah. So take a look. Yeah, look at that flash. That is a big flash compared to a lot of other phones. So, do you have an app that allows you to turn that on as a flashlight and blind the people around you? Okay,
it's
perfect.
It's called Flashlight.
Flashlight. All right. And so, this phone, I'm guessing, is tied to a specific carrier, right?
Yes, we carry it for AT&T.
AT&T. Okay. And so you have to go through the usual contract and everything else for that. Is it going to be released for other carriers? Do you know?
I don't have any communication on if we're going to have it for other carriers now, but you can buy it off contract. You just want to make sure that your cell phone carrier's tower is aligned with AT&T.
Oh, I see. GSM, right. And are there any other Windows phones you guys have in the store, or is this it?
We have so many. There's the new 1520 with the 6-inch screen. That one's been extremely popular. That's also for AT&T.
1520. Is that Nokia or? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and this one?
This one is the flagship phone because of the amazing camera. So it's it's the first smartphone that puts the camera first. That's the main differentiator.
That's the pitch. Yeah.
That is the pitch. And with the 1520, it's thinner. It's very sleek. It has a 6-inch screen. It's great for business people, small business owners, app enthusiasts. It's the productivity phone.
And how about the camera on the 1520? How's that?
That one's not going to be a 41 megapixel. I believe that one's an 8.
Which is still not bad.
No, not. I mean, I have.
Great,
my phone's an 8 megapixel camera, and it's fantastic.
So, but this one really is all about the. It's really all about the camera. Now, I noticed also the interface looks a lot like Windows 8. You have your tiles.
With the live tiles, where you can change it around, you can customize it. No two Windows phones are the same. It really is as unique as your fingerprint.
Oh, so you have another Windows phone.
I have another Windows phone, mine. But here you can change the color. So if you don't like yellow, you can go to the settings.
Oh, no, we like yellow. I like French fries, so yeah, yellow works for me.
And you can change the theme, and you can pick a different color.
Oh, why don't you hold that up so that way we can show all the great color. Look at that. We have a purple phone now.
Yeah, purple and yellow. They're great colors to go together.
Well, it'll get people's attention, that's for sure. So it has all the typical type of stuff that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the processor, storage, anything like that for this one?
For this one, I believe it is 8 gigs. Let me check.
Yeah, I remember seeing an ad for the Windows Phone where it's like people are digging all the time through their Android and Apple phones for their whatever they need to find. This phone, you have like a single tiled page where it has all your important stuff on there.
You can really there's about 29 gigs available on this phone.
Just 30 gig phone, right? Yeah, 32. Ah, perfect. And so that's enough to take, what, a few hundred pictures?
Yeah, tons. And of course, there's Skydrive again. So when you buy this, you have the 7 gigs of Skydrive. When you're on Wi-Fi, it'll automatically upload all of your pictures, your videos, your documents, because you have Office on here as well. So you can really keep your phone very clean.
Now, when you say Office, does that mean are you talking about the 2013 subscription-based Office, or are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about built-in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote.
Oh, and how about on the Surface? Is that on there also?
That's also on there, including Outlook.
And so there's no annual subscription fee for that?
Nope. Nope.
Wow.
If you go into Surface Pro or other PCs in the store, you could have Office 365 at the subscription base. But our Windows phones and our Surface 2 and as well as Surface 1, they all have Office built in.
Wow, that's a deal right there. That's $200 product at least.
Yep. I helped my 10-year-old do his homework from my phone.
Oh, so you guys did screen sharing somehow, or how did you do that?
No, I just opened up Office. Everything, the whole Windows ecosystem is all synced, so I can.
Oh, we show that here. Look
Sure.
at that. Office, yes. So it's all synced. Kind of like Google Docs. You have like an online presence where you can go ahead and, oh, this is a Magic Aurora's.
Yeah, an example of a PowerPoint presentation from the phone. So I can create a book report, a PowerPoint, and when I go home, I can turn on my Surface and print it up
Oh, that's interesting.
because it automatically saves and syncs.
Wait, or you can also just print it right from your phone, right? If it's a Windows-based phone.
It is, but no, I'd have to print it from my
From the big one?
Surface.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's it's still very cool. So
Yeah,
I like it.
and it auto saves. You don't have to. Oh my gosh, I got to save this. It's already there and on your Skydrive.
So let's talk about pricing for Skydrive. What is it, like $50 a year or something like that? For
Yeah.
How many gigs? 50 gigs, something like
50 gigs for the $50 for the year, but you get the 7 gigs permanently for free. So that's only if you need more.
that? Yeah, it's like 20 pictures. Done. So it's very little, but at least 50 gigs is enough. I mean, either that, really what it is, if you're buying a phone like this, you want to take pictures. You don't want to smash up your phone and lose all your pictures. Makes no sense. So yeah, that synchronization really makes sense. Perfect. All right, well, we're going to jump to a break over here, but you're watching ThinkTech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress. With us is Noelle Neverdon from the Microsoft Store. So those of you who haven't seen the store yet, go ahead and check it out. It's at Ala Moana Mall. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
Aloha, I'm Jay Fidel of ThinkTech. ThinkTech is a 501c3 Hawaii nonprofit corporation. We began ThinkTech in the year 2000. At ThinkTech, we work to raise public awareness about tech, energy diversification, and globalism in Hawaii. We do 20 live stream talk shows every business day, and we do a weekly TV show on OC16. We pay the bills with donations from our supporters. Won't you help us by making a donation? All you need to do is go to our website, thinktechhawaii.com, and click there on the Donate button. We hope that you like what we do and that you will support us and help us continue to do it. Thanks so much for watching and for helping. I'm Jay Fidel of ThinkTech. Mahalo.
We're back, we're live, and you're watching ThinkTech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress, and with us today is Noelle Neverdon. She's the store manager for the Ala Moana Microsoft Store, the new store that's giving a whole new experience and a new face to Microsoft. And we were talking a little bit earlier about the Surface tablet, which is sounds to me more like a PC than a tablet, but it's it is a tablet. It's a nice touchscreen device. We're talking about the Nokia Lumia phone, and the Lumia phone is Nokia, but Microsoft purchased Nokia.
We did.
So it's
very recently.
And same way as I believe Google purchased the hardware division of Motorola for the same reason, to be able to maintain continuity of their products. Because that's one thing I'm gonna step over here on this side as a Microsoft professional and tell you, one of the complaints I hear from Microsoft is that Microsoft is this unstable operating system. I really want to get a Mac. Well, you know what? If you had to write an operating system for every crazy hardware configuration on Earth and all these other different vendors and chip makers, I think they're doing a pretty good job. So I think Apple's kind of taken the cheap way out by doing this. Now I'm also going to take a stand here. I'm going to tell you what I told you before the show. So hopefully we'll get some user feedback. So if you like it, go ahead and post in the comments below. So I think personally that Apple makes a better product. They have better hardware, they have better software. I think they do a great job in terms of packaging everything together into one piece. And that's something that I think Microsoft is now getting on board with, and they're doing the same thing, and they're going to have a great product too. But I completely support Microsoft more than Apple for one simple reason. It's because they have more jobs, right? You have jobs at HP, you have jobs at Gateway, you have jobs at Dell, you have jobs at Toshiba, you have jobs all over the place. So, you know, from a society standpoint, Microsoft's doing a lot more for the society than Apple is.
And we're giving a lot more.
Well, you're giving a lot more, but think about, you know, even without you giving your time or whatever to small charitable organizations, think about the number of people who are employed by Microsoft products.
Over
right?
90,000.
Over 90,000. That's a bare minimum. Think of all the small software vendors. Think of all the other things out there. So, and you know, everyone likes to talk about, you know, oh well, we need to do this, you know, Apple product, or we got to get this Android phone. But you know what? They're still using either they're using some sort of Microsoft-based system. And with Office 365, that's really shaking it up because now Google's got to run for its money in the same way. So I really support Microsoft on that standpoint. Microsoft is making more jobs for more people on this planet than Apple is. So I really encourage you to go out and support a Microsoft product for that reason alone, is that they're doing more good for more people. If you disagree, put a comment below and I'll respond to it. Anyways, back to our thing. So, of course, it's Christmas time, so we want to talk about the 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
So 12 Days of Christmas is not just a song, it's a...
No, that's how we're giving back at the store. So there, every single day, starting on Monday, there's going to be a special doorbuster all day long, and extra little kickers for the first few people in the store. So to start on Monday, we're going to have the Dell Venue 8, and that is an amazing 8-inch tablet with Office built in as well, and that's going to be $199 all day. We have a very limited quantity, so of course
$200. Isn't that normally like $400 or $500?
it's $299 right now. So $299 in the store today. It's going to be $199 all day on Monday, and the first 20 people get it for $99.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have people lining up now.
I've already got some people getting ready to set up very, very early. So that's going to be fun. And then also coming up later is we're going to have the 1020 with a new contract. You get it for free. This is a $600 phone.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
so all you got to do is check our website at microsoftstore.com/Honolulu, and you get the full rundown of all of the deals for the 12 Days of Christmas. On top of that, the company is giving us a huge budget to go out and just delight our customers and make it a better, easier shopping season. So right now, we're doing free gift wrap. We've got ribbons, we've got paper, we've got stickers, we've got to and from tags. For any purchase in the store, I hate to wrap gifts. I know, especially all the fathers out there, they don't want to wrap any presents.
I like wrapping presents. What are you talking about?
Well, you'll be the first.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing that for our customers. Last week we did photo booths so the customers could, you know, put on funny props and reindeer antlers, and we took a little picture and printed out a greeting card for them to take home for their parents or for themselves. So
Wow.
that's just 2 weeks out of the other 5 weeks we have to go, and we'll be doing different special things just to say Merry Christmas, and here's a little extra something special for you on top of the amazing 12 days of deals.
12 days of deals. So we have the Dell tablet. You know, the Dell one, is it really getting the kind of traction that they were hoping for?
Well, it's brand new. We haven't seen a lot of traction yet, but it's also been publicized about the special on Monday. So who's going to buy it right now when it goes on special on Monday? Another great computer is the XPS 18. That one's only $699 right now.
XPS, that's the desktop, right? Is it a gaming desktop?
It's a 2-in-1. So it's a giant tablet that has kickstand legs that'll stay working for 5 hours off of its stand, but then it has a stand that you just dock it right into, and it works like a desktop. And that's $1,000 computer right now, permanently price reduced to $699.
Wow.
That's my
good.
favorite. I call it the manlet because it's like a man's tablet.
Man's tablet.
The manlet.
The manlet. The manlet. All right, the man. What does your hubby think of it? Does he play with it?
No, he's all about Xbox One, so I can't tear him away from that. He can even use, you know, the Internet Explorer, and he can snap to the side and use the internet and also play his games, talk to his friends. So I really can't peel him away from that right now.
Xbox One. Now we had the holiday tech show last week. We kind of brought up the Xbox One versus PlayStation 4. Yes, and one side of the table was PlayStation 4. I said Xbox One. I think Xbox One makes more sense. It's more of an all-around
It
product.
is. It's your
You can actually-
complete entertainment solution.
Yeah, and it's even hardware-wise. If you're a hardcore gamer, you're like, oh, yeah, I need a little bit more processing power. Who
Well, you've got
cares?
another
Come
gig
on,
of
guys.
RAM on there.
Yeah, I mean,
So
but-
both have 8 gigs, but the PS4 takes a whole gig just to operate the system. So we've got them beat there too.
wow, more than that, you got Skype. Come on, guys,
Mm-hmm.
let's just start there. You got Skype. You have what else is there? The online. I believe the online gaming costs less also on the Xbox
It
One.
does. It does, and we have a bundle right now where you save $50, and it includes your insurance, your controller, 2 games, and your Xbox Live membership.
Wow. Okay. And I believe the pricing is all in one versus. I know in PlayStation you have to kind of piece together your membership pricing, and an Xbox One is just here's your rate. That's it.
Yep,
It's
yep.
just-
So you can get, $59 will get you the annual membership, but when you buy the console for $4.99, you get your HDMI cable, your console, your headset, your controller, and the Kinect.
And you said you can't tear your hubby out of there,
No.
out of playing with it. So who watches the kid?
Oh, my son's right there playing too. So
Really?
he, yeah,
So the two of them are playing together.
yes.
So it's like a bonding thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
How old is your son, if you don't mind me asking?
he's 10.
10. Oh, okay, so he's a little bit older. Now, what kind of games? Talk to someone like me. I have 2 kids. I'm not too fond of the games where there's blood splatter on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm not into it. I don't think I ever was. So, is there some? That's the reason why Nintendo's always been kind of attractive to me because it's at least I know it's not going to be blood and gore. So, tell me what's the demographic like for the Xbox One?
Well, there's something for everybody. There's Zoo Tycoon where you can build your own zoo from scratch. There's Kinect Rivals where it's more of like a physical competition, more like the Olympics where you get to run around and challenge and jump and dive and play, and it's non-violent at all. You have Just Dance Central. That's my personal favorite. I go toe to toe with my employees sometimes in the living room in our store, and of course they beat me every time by like 500,000 points. But it's fun and it's wholesome. It's wholesome fun for the whole family.
The dancing game. So you're thinking the dancing game. I don't see. I think the Kinect is kind of replacing the Wii type of controllers, right?
Yeah, I mean you are the controller with Kinect, so they've a million times over improve the Kinect sensor abilities. It will still pick you up even in pitch dark. So you can play those scary games if you need to, or in very low light and also in a more confined space. It will pick up to 6 players as well. With the Nike Fitness games, it'll pick up your pulse, it'll pick up your facial expressions. It's very, very intuitive, and the Kinect also recognizes you when you walk into the room. So if you turn on your Xbox and your TV, all of your settings, all of your shows and recommendations for you are already up on the screen.
Oh, so it's like always watching?
But you can turn that off too, if you prefer.
Oh, okay. No, but it watches you, so when you walk in the room, it knows who you are.
It's ready to go. Yeah.
It knows who
no
you
more
are.
manual updates. It stays updated on its own.
It's like a little intelligent robot, kind of like a little servant.
It's phenomenal. And you can tell it what network you want to watch. That's my favorite feature. I could say Xbox, go to MTV, and it goes to the screen.
Now, is there some sort of IP television built into this, or is there any?
You can connect. You can connect your cable service to one of the 4 ports in the back, and then that's how you can enhance your viewing experience. But you can use internet television as well. We recommend that you keep your cable service, plug it in, and then that way you get the maximum experience.
Oh, okay. So, but obviously there's Hulu.
There's Hulu Plus, there's Netflix. Absolutely. You do have to have the live membership. I mean, but that's gonna benefit you tenfold if you have that live gold membership. But you need it to have your Hulu Plus and your Netflix running on your Xbox One.
Yeah, because what I see happening is, we used to have a lot of channels with our Oceanic service, and then some of the channels started disappearing. Some of those AMC channels, no more Mad Men. Those kind of things kind of started going away slowly. And so, I started looking online, and sure enough, a lot of people are jumping ship, going straight online to get all of their entertainment needs. Because really, if you know what you want to watch, why are you going to sit there and watch it with commercials?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I'm wondering, can the Xbox One accommodate some of that? So other than Netflix and Hulu Plus, does it support Amazon, for example?
Well, you can go through Internet Explorer, so it really supports anything you want to that you want to access.
Okay. So some of those other third-party ones. Oh, and of course you can watch YouTube. So that's perfect. All right. And can you buy movies on there also?
Yes, you can.
What does that use, if you don't mind me asking?
To buy the movies, I would recommend going through the Xbox.
Oh, so the Xbox has their own marketplace where you can buy the movies directly there? Oh, so you can rent a movie directly through the Xbox. Oh, through the Xbox Live. All right, that's perfect.
It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. And as fast as you can say what you want, it will do.
That's kind of dangerous. My kid could say, "I want candy," and start spitting candy
It's not
out,
going
right?
to make you a sandwich, but you know, if you want to Skype, if you want to watch a movie, if you want to play games, you can even connect another console to the Xbox One and play side by side. So if you want to connect your Xbox 360 or a PS4 to the Xbox One and play simultaneously, that's a capability as well.
Oh, I see. It goes in through an auxiliary port, and it can. Oh, it kind of splits the screen, kind of like this thing does. Oh, that's fancy. And that's kind of good because I think a lot of gamers out there have both consoles, right? They don't want to get rid of their old Xbox 360 or.
Yeah, and Xbox 360 isn't going anywhere. It just depends on what level of gaming you need or what's your budget. We want to make sure we find a solution for everybody where we're good enough for everybody but not too good for anybody.
Can the Xbox One play the Xbox 360 games?
It cannot.
Oh, it
but
cannot.
To get the jump and the increase in the graphics, it's a really good investment to just. I mean, if you really love gaming, it's sometimes I can't even tell what's real and what's the game. It's phenomenal.
Is there any support for 3D televisions?
On Xbox One, not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I think that's going to be the next thing.
3D gaming.
I was hoping, you know, it's funny because 10 years ago, no, maybe more, I went to CES, and this is one of the times I went, and 3D everywhere. They had 3D phones, they had 3D, and then maybe 2 years ago, HTC brought out their 3D phone, and I was like, oh yes, finally, it's gonna take off, it's gonna change the world. Nothing. Bonk, donut, nothing, zero. So I guess 3D isn't as cool as it used to be. And in fact, I was reading a recent article about how in China, 3D movies are kind of the standard, and now the viewers are kind of going down. Have you seen a 3D movie in the theater recently?
I have, but it's
not as
I don't
good,
know
is it?
if I've become desensitized to it. I usually will just go for the standard.
I like the regular one. You know, I saw the Superman movie and the 3D, and it was a lot going on, and it was cool, but it didn't really change my experience that much. I kind of like the regular.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the
standard,
content too. If it's more, I think more animated movies are better for 3D. Like Madagascar was amazing in 3D.
Well, and they also make it specifically for a 3D, so they have like coconuts flying at you, and they're like, whoa, it's coming at you. All right, yeah. But so we were talking about the 12 days, but you know what? Before we finish up, we do have to go to one more break. I wasn't watching the clock, so stay tuned. I'm Attila Seress with ThinkTech Friday. You're watching us, Noelle Neverdon from the Microsoft Store. We'll be right back after this break.
Aloha, I'm Jay Fidel of ThinkTech. We have some news for you. In addition to our ThinkTech TV show and our Asia in Review show on Olelo 54, as of January 1st, we're adding Community Matters to play also 2 hours a week. Check out ThinkTechHawaii.com for the specific times of each of these shows. We hope you enjoy all three. Mahalo, I'm Jay Fidel.
We're back. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching ThinkTech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress, here with Noelle Neverdon, the store manager of the new Microsoft Store here in beautiful Honolulu at the Ala Moana Mall. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we were talking about all this exciting stuff. Surface tablets, the new Lumia phone. I think I'm going to go shopping this weekend, and the 12 days of Christmas, which are all of the holiday season. 12 days of the holiday season, which there's a special deal every day, and you may see me down there to get that Nokia phone because I just keep looking at it, even though during our conversation I want to kind of grab it and run, but I'm wired up so I can't do it. And of course, this last segment in the show we only have a few minutes, so we wanted to talk about what's coming up and maybe some of the new products that Microsoft is going to be releasing, some of the new exciting things that we can look forward to in the new year. And one of them you mentioned was a 3D printer?
Well, we have a 3D printer now. It's called the Makerbot Replicator 2, where we have it in the store right now, and it's a great attraction for children, engineers, teachers, or just toy enthusiasts. You can make almost anything, from kitchen gadgets to jewelry to chess pieces. It's really incredible. We even made a real working wrench, and I made a comb for my boys when they come to work with messy hair. So it's incredible.
And so you can take your Surface tablet, and is there some special software that you need to learn?
It does come with the Makerbot software. So we have it currently hooked up to a Surface Pro, because with the Pro you can download any third-party software. So it's hooked up to that, and you can see the model and the scan on the screen, and it's making it real time on the printer. And we have 7 different colors, so it's a lot of fun.
And can you give me an idea of the price range for the 3D
Yeah,
printer?
it's $21.99, and right now one of the holiday specials is when you buy the Makerbot, you get a free spool of color, and those on its own are just under $50. So it's about a $50 savings, and then you can purchase as many other colors as you want.
Now, we've talked about 3D printers on the show a couple times, and there's kind of mixed reviews. Some people feel that they're the wave of the future, and other people say this is the same old, same old. So are people actually buying these printers?
They are a lot of teachers.
Teachers, okay.
Yeah, engineers and people in elementary schools. They love it. They think it's a fantastic learning tool for the kids. You know, when we were kids, we had the PC. Now in this generation, they have 3D printing.
3D printing. I remember I had a 2E, if you can believe that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wrote in logo. That was made a little turtle move around. So there's the 3D printer, and is there anything else that's you want to talk about?
Yeah, in terms of Surface, we have the Remix project going on right now, and early next year we're going to have the DJ pad coming out for the Surface.
What?
So that it clicks in just like our keyboard,
No.
and you can mix and make music on a much lower learning curve than any other software you've seen.
Yeah, I've experimented with that. I could get my other product out and play you some crazy things I've made. So you're saying that we can make our own music in-house with just sounds and stuff like that? Okay. Is there any other fancy keyboards coming out, like a MIDI keyboard or something like that would be good for musicians?
For just the DJ pad, you have your equalizers, you have 16 buttons where you can do different percussions, and then for also coming out, the power cover. So early next year, you're going to have a power cover. It's another keyboard for Surface that adds 50% more battery life.
Wow.
So that's the latest and greatest, the DJ pad and the power cover.
Now, would you say that some people are starting to use this in professional settings? So say here in the studio, we have some PCs that we use to, mix the signal and broadcast this all over the world, what we're saying here. Are people starting to use that for the Surface?
Yes, especially Surface Pro, because you can connect to your network, you can get work done, you can edit. It's a very high power machine.
So it's high powered in terms of we have a very slimmed down OS, and we also have a high processing power. How much processing power can we expect in the Surface 2?
On the Surface 2, on the Pro, it's an i5 processor.
So it's i5, like a 2.8, 3.2, something like that. Do you know?
I don't know the specifics on that, but it is i5, and it's faster than 75% of all other Ultrabooks and laptops on the market.
Well, most desktops are i3 or AMD low end garbage anyway, so that's faster right there. And then the regular Surface, the 450 one, how much processing power does that one
These
have?
are running Atom processors.
It's Atom, so what, 1.8, something like that, 2 gigahertz, yeah.
Yeah, about,
Not too bad,
about
yeah. So an Atom processor, that's enough.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not doing any, coding or networking. It's an amazing device for me. I don't need something super, super fast. I use the internet. I do my spreadsheets. I take care of my employees and my customers, and this is lightning fast for me.
And that's 95% of what you're going to need to do.
Yeah.
That's it. Wow. Okay. So we'll have the mixing thing. We'll have the other one. All right. So and then we have the additional pad over here. How about the future of Microsoft stores? Can we expect to see them across the country? country and any other places, or?
Well, we're over 70 stores strong now.
Wow.
And we're opening more and more every month. So is the retail chain is very, very healthy, and we thank our customers for that. And we're having a wonderful time, having mind shares, teaching children, teaching the elderly, teaching every walk of life when they come into the store, and providing the right software and hardware solutions. We are now integrated as one Microsoft. No matter if you work in HR or SMS&G or in the stores, we're all here to take care of our customers and hopefully make the world a better place.
And so what you guys are looking for is to make the world a better place and the opportunities to do it. And the equipment and the products you guys make seems to be the right mechanism to get that job done, right?
It is. It's a very approachable, easy to learn operating system. The prices are very realistic, and the services we offer, complimentary along with our devices, are second to none. And my team is the best. You're not going to find a more friendly team anywhere in the mall.
Well, our interview has certainly proven that. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
by, Noelle. Really appreciate it. And of course, for all of you who are interested in more information about the Microsoft Store, you can just Google it or Bing it.
Bing it.
Bing it.
You can Bing it.
Microsoft Store in the Ala Moana Mall. Well, with us today was Noelle Neverdon. She was the manager for the Microsoft Store. I'm your host, Attila Seress. Remember to enjoy life, do good to others, and have a great weekend, and visit the Microsoft Store. We'll see you next week. Aloha.